Hey everyone, hopefully all of you are doing great today on this wonderful Sunday. Today we're going to be making some homemade onion rings. They'll go great with your favorite burger recipes this summer and they'll rival your favorite store-bought brands. So let's get into it. I'm going to start by using a sweet onion. This one was labeled a Mayan onion. You could also use a Vidalia onion. For recipes like these, the sweeter onions tend to be a little better. If you can't get your hands on these, you can also use a regular Spanish onion or a brown onion. Those will do for this recipe just as well. Okay, so if you notice, I cut off both the ends and then I scored it on the side to peel it. And now you notice onions roll. They just do because there's no flat surface at this point. So what you want to do is make sure your fingers are tightly gripped around the onion and a firm grip on the knife. If you tend to be clumsy, what you want to do is take a small piece off of the bottom of the onion so the onion can stay stable while you cut it. You still want to position your hand where your thumb and your pointer finger is out of the way, and then you can slice. You want to keep slicing that way, moving your hand a little further back so you don't, lose a digit in the process, okay? Then after you make the slices of onions, you're just going to loosen them up and we're going to soak them in some buttermilk for about a couple of hours. If you could do this ahead of time or overnight, that'll be even better. I'm also going to add some hot sauce to the buttermilk and onions just to give it a little bit of kick. It's not going to make it too hot. I'm just adding a couple of tablespoons. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, but I like to do it. I'm just going to let the onions marinate in the buttermilk and hot sauce while I work on my dredge. So what I decided to do is pull down some of those dried spices that I have that need to be used up. So I have some smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, garlic, dried basil, dried thyme, salt, and pepper. And that's what I'm going to use in our flour mixture. For the exact measurements to this recipe, be sure to check out gdseasoning.com. The link will be below in the description and pinned in the comments. I'm just going to take the dried spices and mix those into my flour mixture that is actually flour and cornstarch. That is a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts flour to 1 part cornstarch. So now that our onion rings are ready to be dredged, I'm going to show you 2 ways of breading them. After they soak in the buttermilk, you can go to your egg mixture. Now that's just 2 beaten eggs. And you're going to swirl them around in there and get them all nice and coated with the egg. And then you're going to go to your dry mixture. Okay, so that's what we're going to do with the rings. After you coat them really well and tap off the excess flour, you're going to put them on the rack to let them just hang out. That's going to give the breading or that flour mixture a chance to adhere to the onions. Now I made some half moons. I made some half moon onions that I'm going to start in the flour, then I'm going to go to the egg, and then I'm going to take them back to the flour. That's going to give you a much thicker coating on the onion rings. That's for those of you who like that thick bread, breading on the outside that gets nice and crisp. I prefer the first way, but I just wanted to show you a couple of different ways. All right, now for those of you who are wondering, can I use a bag to bread them? Yes, you could put your dry mixture in a bag and coat your onion rings in different batches. Don't put too many in there at a time because what will happen is they won't get nice and coated. So then you just let them hang out on a rack while your oil is getting hot. I'm going to be using canola oil to fry in today. You can use an oil of your choice. I have my cast iron enamel Dutch oven over medium-high heat, and I am monitoring the temperature of the oil. I got it to about 325 degrees, and these onion rings don't take long at all, maybe 3 or 4 minutes. You will know when they're done because they'll crisp up and they'll look like they are definitely ready to eat. Some other tips to remember while you're frying, and not just onion rings, but other things in general, make sure you don't overcrowd the pot. You want to have enough space for the things to fry properly. You don't want them to touch so much where the breading starts to get knocked off. And also you want to maintain the temperature of your oil, so keep that in mind. Those are the double breaded half moon onion rings. That's what they look like when they're done. So it's just a matter of how you bread them and the thickness of the coating that you like. The onion rings are all done and so crispy and ready to eat. What I served them with is some spicy remoulade sauce, which I used with my shrimp po' boys. This is a perfect dipping sauce for these onion rings. Or you can mix up some ketchup and sriracha or any sauce that you love to eat with your onion rings. On your way out, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. You know I appreciate it when you come cook with me and hang out. Don't forget this recipe and others can be found at gdseasoning.com. And I'll see you guys next time.